It's now time for one of the biggest polar bear plunges on the planet. Destination, Long Beach, New York. Polar Bear Splash by the Long Beach Polar Bears, Super Bowl Sunday. Pete, why don't you give us a little idea about how this thing started? I know you've probably talked about this a number of times with people, but just give your condensed version of how this thing came about.
Well, it started in 1998. Myself and my buddy Kevin McCarthy. He was turning 40, and he was having a midlife crisis. So he wanted to do two things. One of them we actually haven't done, and now he's 60.
He still got time.
He still has time. He wanted to jump out of an airplane, which he hasn't done yet. And he wanted to go in the ocean in the winter. We were originally going to go to Brooklyn with the Brooklyn Coney Island Polar Bears, but we couldn't that year, so we just picked another day. We just said, you know what, why don't we do it on Super Bowl Sunday?
Oh, so it was kind of like fate in a sense that
yeah, it was
you couldn't
fate.
do it for that day, so you decided we'll do it another day on the home turf.
Right. It was actually my wife's birthday is January 2nd, which is the worst day in the world to have a birthday. So we were celebrating it January 1st. So I said, Kevin, I really can't do it on the 1st. I can't go to Brooklyn. So let's just do Super Bowl Sunday, which really now, almost 20 years later, turned out to be the perfect day to do it, because the kickoff of the game is not till 6:30.
Oh yeah, I know.
You have, how much pregame can you watch? So it gets everybody out to the beach in February. It's the first Long Beach beach party of the year. So in '98 it was just the two of us. It was like freezing, probably 10 degrees. We changed.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was freezing.
Oh, it was like
yeah, it was
today.
probably the coldest year. So we changed under the boardwalk, and we're coming out from underneath the boardwalk, and our kids were there. They were really little, and we're running out of the boardwalk, and there was a couple jogging on the boardwalk with ski masks. Yay, joggers with ski masks on. And as we just come out of the boardwalk in our bathing suits, and we hear them go, "No effing way!"
Oh,
so
nice.
We run all the way down. We dive in the water. Takes our breath away.
Did they stop running and watch you? Like
we just heard
like
them say it.
Oh, okay. They must have done.
And then we looked at each other. We were laughing, like, "What are we doing?" They're in ski masks and running, and they were like. So anyway, and it was low tide. We were running forever. Dive in. We finally get in. We come running out. The kids are like 5 and 6 years old. They like fall and the towel's blowing away and it's sandy, and we changed, and after we changed and got warm, we looked at each other, you know what? We kind of liked it. This wasn't that bad.
Now, you guys weren't inebriated before you went in either.
We were not. And Kevin actually doesn't drink at all, so later, we just did it, for his birthday. And then the following year, so it was the two of us, we liked it. The following year we just invited some friends and neighbors and decided to keep it on Super Bowl Sunday.
What was the temperature that year? Was it more?
It was a normal.
Conducive to?
Yeah.
Was it like in the 40s? Like it's going to be on Sunday, or?
It was probably near 40.
Okay. All right. So that's a little bit more apt to swimming, I guess.
Yeah, we had that year
versus
was
10 degrees.
The first year was cold. It really was cold. Then the second year, we probably had about 18 people. It was just a few people in our neighborhood, and some of our relatives, and then we just sold sweatshirts for fun. It just said Long Beach Polar Bear Club on it. It had a bear with a single crossbar helmet, the real old-fashioned helmet, like a Ray Guy punter's helmet. So we just sold that. I think we sold 30 of them. There's probably 30 of those sweatshirts out there. They'll be collector's items.
They're on eBay right now for $150.
Yeah. And then that year we were coaching Mike and Patty Bradley's son, Matt, in basketball. And after one practice, Patty and Mike came up to Kevin and I and said, "Hey, listen, do you guys, I know you were selling sweatshirts, you want to sell sweatshirts, and we'll raise money for the Makers Foundation." In their son Paulie's memory.
I read that.
Now, their son Paulie was 4, and he died of a rare form of cancer that I can't even pronounce. And his wish was to go to Puerto Rico, but unfortunately he passed away before his wish. And then, you know, so since 2001, we've been raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
That's good.
And the first year we raised $7,000, and we thought we were kings and queens of the hill.
Now it's like $500,000,
yeah,
right?
We raised roughly $500,000.
So,
Used to run in, now they don't do it anymore. So there's not really any food.
is there music?
Yeah, there's a Terrence the DJ.
Oh, okay.
Does the
And
music.
do we have? I know like Newsday interviewed you last year. Is there any
Yeah,
TV
Channel
shows?
12 moment comes.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Mike and Patty Bradley came up to us and said, hey, do you guys mind turning this polar bear event that you guys have done the last few years, and we'll make it a fundraiser for the Make-A-Wish Foundation? And we were like, yeah, sure.
And I'm just picturing now. You've got sweatshirts, you know, the water obviously.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
Yeah. He really gets the crowd into it.
Yeah.
Jack Fronte. And he's a real character. You know.
So let's talk about the party, right? I mean, there are dress-up characters that come to this thing, kind of like, it's almost like a little microcosm of Times Square, right? Some of those characters. I know, I've seen these girls, I've actually taken pictures of them in prior years. There's like 5 or 6 of them, they've got polar bear outfits on, right? I mean, they're like real outfits. This isn't like a five and dime store with some paws. I mean, they go all out. What are some of the people that you know of that I should be looking for as a photographer?
Well, it's funny, we're mostly busy selling the sweatshirts up on the boardwalk, so we don't get to see a lot.
Now I usually cover running events, which, by the way, this event has plenty of. I decided to slow down the action at times to create some great memories. I've got my captions, now it's time for you to create your own. Enjoy.
5 seconds of fame. Come on, do something! It's a video! Say something!
Oh, man, 2019, yes! Yes!
Go. It's there, man. It's all yours.
LB New York, baby.
You gotta yell. You gotta yell. Do it. Do it.
Hey, hey, hey!
Yeah. Say something, man. Say something. Yeah. 5 seconds. All right. Gentlemen. Let's go to the police department. All right.
Great.
important event that Make-A-Wish holds in the entire region. This is the biggest moneymaker they have, so we get to send kids and fulfill their dreams. So thank you for being a part of that. But this does not happen without the hard work and dedication of, I don't know, 100 or so folks that work for the city of Long Beach. We have the Parks and Recreation, the beach maintenance guys here, our police, our auxiliaries, our EMTs, our fire department. There's our administration, our lifeguards that volunteer their time. So this does not happen without the dedication of the entire workforce.
Sanitation.
Sanitation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please pick up after yourselves. And if you don't, we will. So it takes a lot of people to make this happen. So I just want to thank each and every one of those folks. And I want to thank you today. Be safe, jump in, but also the most important thing is make sure you donate to Make-A-Wish Foundation. So thank you. We're very happy for you being here. All right, I want to introduce the birthday boy. He is our acting city manager and a 40-year veteran of our police force and a fixture in the Long Beach community.
I like the tent.
Together from Mr. Michael Tagney.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to take one moment to reflect on what a great city we have here. Look at this boardwalk. It's beautiful. It's packed with people. Polar Bear got so big we had to extend the beach. We had the Army Corps of Engineers come in with hundreds of millions of dollars to extend our beach just so we can keep growing Polar Bear. This city is alive, it's vibrant, it's on its way, it's being maintained. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's come down here to support us and enjoy our terrific city.